Hi, I'm Marie. Welcome to 50 Plus Home and Gardening. Today we're going to go through 10 principles that will help you get out, garden, do your home, and make it more of a joy to be in. But the first thing we're going to start with is your bed. So if you can make up your bed, you will transform your room. You know how large the bed is in your bedroom, and when it's messy and it needs to be done, it takes away from all the beauty that you put in it. You painted, you put decorations, you added to this room, and it's not a joy anymore if we don't do the main thing, and that is the bed. The bed takes over almost the whole bedroom. So making up the bed, what a difference. And now you're on a roll to make your home a much more enjoyable place, a prettier place for you. Remember, we always do things for guests. Why? We're important too. And I want you to think of your home as an important place. Everyone wants someplace beautiful to look at. So let's start right at the beginning. We wake up, let's make up our bed. The first principle is your wardrobe. So get something that is comfortable, loose, and it fits what you're going to do. So I have a shirt. It's one of my favorite shirts, but one thing I didn't like is the sleeves. Look at that. I cut off the sleeves so I could have a nice summer shirt. And the reason why I like this is because it's kind of wild and it's got a lot of color. And so when I'm dirty and muddy and it's in the summer, I'm sweating, you really can't see all the dirt on me. So I like the color, and it's actually a lightweight kind of, it's a flannel, but it's actually very lightweight. It doesn't really feel like flannel, it's very thin. And so anyways, cut off the sleeves. So now I am ready to go. It has a little bit more hip room for me. I like that. And also, this is my painting outfit. I can wear this in the summer because it doesn't have any sleeves. And also, if I want to put something and I want to just drape it over myself, it's like a smock. So now I can paint and I'm ready to do a fence or whatever I want to do. But it's very roomy and it fits me perfectly. Another one I've done for winter, this is a thicker flannel, is I always modify the sleeves. Why? I'm kind of short, so unless it's a 3/4 sleeve shirt, it keeps crawling down. So even though, oh, why don't you fold it up? So I roll it up, and for some reason you're rubbing against shrubs or cutting things, and this sleeve goes down, and you're muddy, and you gotta take off your gloves or whatever. This works good. So if you want to modify something so it's roomy and it fits you on the bottom part, which I need more, and that way you can bend, get yourself a good wardrobe of fun things. Instead of thrift shopping things that just don't fit right in every way, but maybe just the sleeves are just not right, cut them off. Start there, and then you've got your wardrobe. So principle 1 is get something comfortable to wear. Principle number 2, probably should have been number 1, but still very important, is your phone. And don't just put the phone in a bucket or someplace outside so that you'll hear it. No. Put this on you. It's got to be on your body. One time my mother, my brother and my father were home, but she went out in the garden, and what happens? She fell down and she couldn't get up, and she called for help, but nobody came. Everyone was watching TV or whatever, and it took an hour for her to get in the house and get up. She couldn't find something to lift her up. So don't do that. She didn't bring her phone, and it wasn't on her. So, and even don't think of it, oh, this is just for older people. No, I knew a 50-year-old who she tripped on a twig in the garden and she broke her leg. And also, if you're 30, I've seen that happen to a lot of people. One fall, you can break your wrist, and if you don't have help and it's not attached to you, you could roll down the hill and you'd go, oh yeah, my phone is up 100 feet, but I can't reach it. So put it in a pocket. I wear Lands In, they're called sport knit pants. They're really deep pockets and they'll fit my whole hand, and I can put a lot of rocks and a lot of things in my pocket. So I have a clean side for my phone that I don't put dirty things in, and then on my right side I put all the junk, rocks, papers, limbs that I just want to pocket and get rid of. So wear pockets, it's the best way. Principle number 3 is water. Water is a must. Every doctor will tell you, the older you are, I don't know why, but we don't hydrate ourselves. Older people tend not to drink water. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe we just feel like, I don't know, we don't feel thirsty, but we are. And he says we're all dehydrated. So bring this water out, because you know if it's inside the house and you're dying of thirst, you won't go in. I do the same thing. I forgot my water. I won't go in. I've been out for 2 hours and I'm just parched. I can't hardly move. I need water. Even in the wintertime, you think, oh, it's wintertime, I'm not sweating. No, no, no. You need water. And I know a lot of us, we don't like the water taste. My husband is one of them. And so what he does is he'll fill it all the way to the top and just put a splash of cranberry juice, cherry juice, lemon juice. If you are diabetic, don't add sugar, but you can get a carbonated drink that has lime in it. It's 0 calories, no sugar. Anything that will get you to like water better. Just a splash, just a drop changes the water flavor. Just a drop of lemon sometimes will help the flavor, and then all of a sudden you're like, let's guzzle. And that's a good thing. This is very healthy for you to drink water. So make sure you have that out. That's principle 3. Principle 4 is your notebook. Have a notebook that is not too pretty, because I know I'm going to get this muddy. And so mud and journals don't go together. Don't bring your journal outside. It'll just get torn up and ugly. So you can write down all the information. Oh, I saw a limb, I need to deal with it, or I need to pick this side of the bed next time I come out. You'll write it down, and that'll help you remember, because you know, as we get older, I don't recall like I used to. Ooh, what did I say? I don't remember things. So write it down, and that'll help you to remember. The next time you go out, you already have a project. Principle number 5 is a compass. So get your app from your phone, and you can get compass apps all day long in your phones. And once you have an app in your phone, you'll be able to direct it and find out which way north and which way south and east and west, which way your house faces, because it'll be important when you want to decorate inside the house. You'll say, oh, this is the west side of my house. What do I need? I need blackout curtains, or this side would be good for a large tree, and that would help to have shade in your house. Or you're outside and you have a plant. Well, which side is north? Because this needs shade. So it's important to have the compass so that you can find out what direction is north, south, and then you can be able to plant your trees in the right spots and your shrubs and plants. So this is principle number 5. Have that. Once you figure it out, though, you won't need this again. So also, principle number 6 is kind of a one-time good deal, but it's important. So you'll want to know your zone. So Proven Winners has a place where provenwinner.com, you can look on their page, and they have a place where you can put in your zip code and you can find out what zone you're in. I'm in zone 7, so that helps me to, when I get a plant, it says this is for zone 3 through 8. I'm in the zone, and so I can plant that plant because it's got that plant can handle a lot of cold and a little bit warmer. So I want to keep the zones right in the middle of mine. So if you're in zone 8, if you can have something that goes from 7 to 9 and you're right in the middle, that's the best plant to buy. So look at your zones when you buy your plant, and you'll have a lot more success, because when it gets cold, plants won't live. If you have a zone 8, which is warmer, and you're in a zone 7, it's probably going to die. So keep your zones kind of in the middle. Principle number 7 is weather, and I go to the phone again for a weather app. If you have TV and you want to look at the weather there, I want you to, on Sunday, look at what the weather is 5 days a week and say, I'm going to pick this day, and this day to go out. Because if you can do 3 times, it'll help you to get your body to move and work better through the years. We don't want to just do once and done. If I do 8 hours of work, that is just going to bust me up. So pick 3 days, so you can do like 10 minutes, start 10 minutes, and then maybe you go for 15 minutes. And so keep the app. On Sundays, check your weather app and make sure you pick 3 non-rainy days to go out and enjoy the garden. Principle number 8 is MePlaws. What is that? That is a term that chefs will use in the kitchen to get all their things in order. So before they make a cake, they want to make sure they have their flour, their eggs, their sugar, whatever they need. And they also want to get out their tools, spatulas, pans, whatever they need. Because who wants to do a recipe and then all of a sudden, I don't have any eggs? That's not going to be any good. So it's the same thing with your garden. If you're going to plan a whole day of gardening, well, not a whole day, just if you're going to plan 10 minutes of gardening, you'll go out there and you don't have all your tools, and then you have to go back in. You've got your shoes, maybe they are muddy now because it had some mud outside, and it's just going to be more a hassle for you. So try to get all those things together first. So think about what you're going to do and where you're going to be, and say, I need a shovel, I need clippers, and I need a bucket. That's the things. So I normally you can either keep a basket, or a bucket is really good, because what you can do is I get 2 buckets. One has all the tools in it, and then I can have an empty one for all the debris that I cut off. So trash, if there's trash in the yard or whatever, I can grab it with the empty bucket. So I usually carry 2 buckets out with all the tools that that fit in it. So I can grab my clippers, got my shovel. Now I wouldn't take all these things if I was just doing clipping only. So say I was just doing picking. I just need this in a bucket. So think about what you're going to do, put it down on your notepad and say, today is the day I'm going to whatever, and have those tools ready. It's so much easier. Then you won't have to go in and out of your house all dirty. back and forth. And back and forth, let me tell you, especially on a hill like I live on, when I have to go up the hill to go and get something that I forgot, it's very frustrating, because that's a lot of energy, and I'm like, okay, now I only want to do 5 minutes worth of work. So mise en place, it's very important so that you don't get tired out before you even do any work. Principle number 9 is don't work more than 2 hours. I'm guilty of it a lot of times. When I first came here, everything needed work. It was a blank slate, but then there was a lot of trees, and the beds needed to be mulched. There was just a lot of work. And guess what? After 5 hours, the very next day, I was done. I was so done, I couldn't move. I was stiff. My body had just like petrified. It just went into this state of I couldn't move. So don't do that to your bodies. It's overdone. Too much work. Remember our age. I don't want to put, keep putting our age in our face, but we're not 30. When I was 30, I could do 10 hours, and the next day I could get up and do it again. But now I am 63, and so I have to be careful, because who wants to just go one day out and then for a week you're just done? You can't make dinner, you can't fix, you can't get up. that's not a good place to be. Your body wants to do something regular. So try to do little things like making up the bed. That's 10 minutes. That's 10 minutes of good exercise. Then when you get outside, 10 minutes of one bed, and you've cut all the trimming, you've deadheaded all the limbs. Oh wow, that's so impressive. So the next time I'll rake. 10 minutes, and pretty soon you've got things done and you still have energy, and now you can go and make dinner and you can go shop with your friends. You'll be amazed that if you just go low in the beginning, just do a small amount I want to get it to where you can do it each day. I mean, it encourages me if I hear you guys saying, I love the fact that you said do it a little bit every day, and I actually feel better about it. I love that, because I used to be the kind of person that would go out 8 hours and just kill myself, and then all of a sudden I'm done. So don't do that. We're older now. We can't keep that pace up. Let's learn our lesson. If you do it once, learn. Don't say, oh, I hate gardening, or I don't want to do this anymore. I want you to do this because it's the way that it's actually, it's sort of like free exercise with accomplishing things. It accomplishes the beauty in your home that you bought, and it accomplishes getting those what I would call chores, but now they're not chores anymore. They're fun. They're like, I don't really like going to the gym and getting exercise because you have to travel. So, especially where I live, it's about 40 minutes just to get to a YMCA. And so then I'm unmotivated because just the hour to get there and an hour to get back, that's 2 hours out of my day. So to shorten that up, if I just do 10 minutes of something good in my yard, I've improved the beauty that I get to look at every day. So I want to come home to my house all the time. I'm like, I love this. Look at this garden. And you get so much joy out of it that you want to do more. So that's what I want you guys to do. 2 hours or less. And then the last one, principle number 10, is pictures. Take pictures, because pictures do say 1,000 words, and they say words that we didn't know were in our garden. I'll look at a picture and I'll be like, oh, that's what's wrong with this picture. I'll see maybe I planted all in blue and it doesn't stand out, and I'm like, oh, the picture showed that, and now I need to bring in another color. Maybe 2 extra colors would really help to pop and make that bed beautiful. Or maybe when you look at it, all your landscape is the same level. So that became a little boring. If you look at this little arrangement here, you can see that one is a short, and then you have a medium, and then you have a tall thing. Those are good principles inside and out. Different heights and different colors, they make a difference in your garden. And so pictures, snap that picture and see, why don't I like that? And then all of a sudden, you'll be so amazed, and you'll get this stuff down. And even in your house, if you have decorated a cabinet piece and you're saying there's something wrong with that, take a picture. And then you'll be like, oh, I see, everything's the same level. That's why it doesn't look good. Or everything's the same color. Or, just look at it and you can find something that you don't like about it. Usually what I do is, just like a piece of cake, what piece of cake do I want? The biggest piece? It's the same thing in a picture. You'd say, what things do I not like in this picture and what things I do like? Take the things out that you don't like, and that helps. So pictures are unnecessary, and they see things that our naked eye doesn't see. I remember one time I thought, oh, my backyard's all that. And then I took a picture of the garden thinking it was all that, and it looked so ugly because there was a broken down fence, I got used to that, so I didn't see it anymore. But in camera, it was distracting for the whole garden. And maybe it wasn't as pretty as I expected, because I thought, oh, this actually in a picture looks messy. So there are things you can fix up. Maybe not everything. Pick one thing out of there. Maybe the broken down fence can be fixed up, painted, things like that that would improve the place. Even inside the house, take a picture after you made the bed. Be surprised how you love that room. Oh, wow. Or maybe you would say, ooh, even with the bed made, I think I want to choose a new color for the wall. Those are things you can make a decision on really quickly after you've taken a picture. So take these 10 principles. They're pretty easy. They're standard. They're at the beginning of gardening. Whether you've gardened for many, many years, they're just principles to stay within, especially as we get older, to keep going. I want to garden until I'm 90. I want to garden until I'm 100, whatever age that I get to live. I want to live in it. I want to enjoy it. I want to be a part of that. And it starts in the home, because I have to go to it every day. Who wants to go someplace where you don't want to be? You know, when you see a forest and you go, oh, I just want to stay here. I just want to sit. I just want to enjoy it. It's so peaceful and so gorgeous. Make your home that way, because this is where you live. Who wants to go to a house that you just don't want to be in? I want you to enjoy your house again. Give me 10 minutes. Give yourself 10 minutes. So keep moving, keep gardening, and stay creative. And I'll see you next time.